Alright, so this is my latest passion project. I've taken the 18 scale 21st century Super Cobra and changed it into a Viper helicopter. AZ Viper. Got my custom Ace guy in there. It's got the little air data system thing that I used my 3D printer to produce. I produced that little extra engine part. I used some Lamprey G.I. Joe torpedoes and changed them into fuel tanks. I kit bashed a couple of Sidewinder missiles as well as some Hellfire missiles. I got rid of the snake a while back before it was this. And another thing I did was I upgraded the engine detail so that it looks really good. Yeah, look at that. Really happy with how that turned out. To me, I think this is probably the best 1/18 scale helicopter out there. I think it's the very best of all the different ones that you can buy, whether it's, maybe the Black Hawk is second best. Then I added that extra rotor blade on the back. Alright, and then I got the paint. These weapon wings came from the Chapmay True Heroes CH-53 helicopter, and then they were just actually the right size. In order to get them to stick on there, I took these big old like wooden shish kebab skewers and then connected them to the wing and then drilled holes in the Cobra and then stuck them in there, and they actually have a really good hold. A lot of this is done with a 3D printer, including the rotor head, the engine, and the extra tail rotor, and also this was really difficult to do. Was the exhaust is turned basically 90 degrees from the old one. So what I did was I wanted to make this as minimally invasive as possible, not damage the original helicopter. So I created these 3D printer exhausts, which actually just go over the old exhausts. Now they're not exactly accurate because on the actual helicopter they come out of right here. But I would have had to, like saw this off and all this extra damage to the helicopter. And then let me turn it around so you see the other side is pretty much the same. Oh yeah, I wanted to probably maybe color that, give that a little more detail at some point in the future. But anyway, one thing I really, and I created the camera, which is one of the distinctive features of the Viper versus the Super Cobra. That's just 3D printed, and then I took colored folder clips, those little colored things that you put like labels in, and used those for the coloration. And it's a little rough, but I think it turned out good. I was satisfied with how it turned out. And actually, it turns. So this turns. It should turn all the way. Turns most of the way anyway, but it doesn't really need to. It can just kind of hang out there. It's just loose in the holder. Oh, now I can't get it to stand. There it goes. Alright, but one thing I wanted to show you was the blades spin really nicely. And probably actually produce a little bit of lift because these are actual rotor blades from a remote controlled helicopter. Alright, well, thank you very much for watching as usual. Please like and subscribe.